Did I ever tell you about the time I was abducted by an alien? He probed me for several days. And then I started to figure out, well, if I'm going to be the girlfriend of an alien, I better tell him to bring me something to eat that's good. So I asked him for a plate of ribs. And I ate them and they're delicious. Delicious. And then he told me that the ribs happened to come from a human. And I still thought they were delicious, but I felt a little guilty about eating another human in front of an alien being. So the moral of the story is, when you get abducted and you get probed a little bit by an alien, try to stick with vegan dishes. That's just from experience. Right. So, welcome back to Guitkit land. I happen to be a Guitkit. And I happen to be happening today. You know why? Because I happen to get a Hohner. I got a big old Hohner when I got probed all right. Woo-hoo. So listen. This is a Hohner that was built in July of 1979. The model number is HG-06, as in Sace. And it seems to be in like pretty good shape other than the fact that it's missing the bridge, right? And I just so happen to have a bridge just like this in my drawer because I believe it was the Vaccaro guitar. I always buy things in twos, you know what I mean, when I can, you know what I'm saying? Just in case I need it again, I don't have to order it again. Because AliExpress, things are cheap. And eventually they're not going to be cheap. Eventually the parts are going to be real expensive. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much set like a bet. It's got everything else. This is an early Hohner, you know, guitar, which definitely, you know what I mean, is like a beautiful look on the back. Dude, look at the back. See that, man? These are kind of like sought after now, and they're selling pretty well. I saw like a lot of like closed sold listings on Reverb for, you know, over $150, $200. I was like, ooh. You know, people saying things online about them, like, hey, you know what I mean? This Hohner is a great guitar, don't get me wrong, you know what I'm saying? I got all kinds of ladies when I was living in Bayonne with that guitar. Like all kinds of people talking about the Hohner land. You know what I'm saying? So, now I can brag about it too. I was sitting on my fire escape when I was in Jersey City, and I seen these two broads walk by, and I busted out my Hohner. And I said, ooh, that's a beautiful Hohner you got there. Hohner, I believe, was started as a harmonica company, but I didn't really research it too much, because, you know what I'm saying, you guys can do that shit enough. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff out there. I don't have to give you all the information. I like to give you information about rare stuff, but Hohner you can just look up, man. Look on Wikipedia, you can read about Hohner. It might even give you a Hohner if you read about Hohner. I got this at the flea market, swap meet, sometimes I call it. And I was walking around, you know what I mean? Eyes in the sky, eyes on the fly, eyes everywhere, man. And I saw like, this guy had like behind the table, like leaned up against the table. Usually that means that, you know what I mean, he himself picked it up. You know what I'm saying? So I took the audacity, because I was already buying something off the guy for, you know, something, you know what I mean? I think it was a $20 item. And I was like, went by behind there, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, what about this Hohner? You know what I'm saying? I always try to give like an idiot kind of like pronunciation to swap me, because then they think I'm an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, they, you know, those idiots not trying to rip me off, you know? And he's like, oh, $10 on that. Ooh, I was like, 25 for both? He's like, all right. You know what I'm saying? So I walked away like, you know what I mean? A fool and a king, man. I was like, happy as hell, man. Happy as hell in a Hohner land, man. So we're going to flip ourselves together. We're going to take a look at it a little bit, you know, more calmly, a little more serenely. You know? And I'm going to bring you into the laboratory. We're going to store it. You're going to make it look nice for the people. Then we're going to play it, and we're going to enjoy our time together. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's all I can promise you is a little bit of time together. Right? I can't even promise you the enjoying part. You might be like, fucking Hohner. He's really reached into the fucking bottom of the barrel. Or maybe like, oh, this guy's great. He's really funny. I used to have a Hohner like that. It just give me a boner to see this Hohner, right? So, you know what I mean? Either way, I'm proud to be with you. I'm happy to spend time with you. I'm always pleasuring somebody. Flip you around. There it is, my friend the Hohner. He's quite a loner. Sometimes in class he gets a boner. There you go, man. That's how I knew it was from 79. a real small one. Look at that big, chunky fucking neck block, man. You know what I mean? His nose got a little pushed in, man. What happened to your nose, Rudolph? I got in a fight with one of the other reindeer. Bully reindeer. You never know what's gonna happen to a neck until you put like strings on it. So you can take a southward turn after we like polish it all up. See how this is all oxidized. Sticker's all damaged by time, man. Sickle saline acid, chlorophyll reacted together. Got some scuffs, some marks. I love this thing on the back, though. I love that. Love that, man. Can't wait to preserve it and carry it on so my children know. Right? I don't really have anything else to say about it other than the fact that I'm really excited. You know what I'm saying? To tell you that this is back from 1979, man. That was back when 5.7 was popular, man. See that, man? 5.7, man. Back in 79, man. Shakedown 1979. Cool kid. Hohner in his bed. What? Can't talk about that, man. This is a public show, man. You know what I mean? Public doesn't want to hear about that. So we gotta show you a little bit about a place called the Laboratory. One. Oh, no. And 2. And 3 we go. Welcome back to the laboratory. It's been extremely laborious trying to spread our labor here. Fly away. What? You obscene fool. So let's take a look at this, man. And this little hump on there. What? This means it's a bigger job than I thought, man. So I had to pour like boiling water on the back to straighten it up. Oh, man. Let's put this into like a category A instrument, you know what I mean? Restore, old man. So I was like, let me find that freebie piece that I have in my archive. And I found the piece. I was like, oh. And I realized it dances around in that big hump there. I was like, this is a big job, man. Then I looked at it closely, and it's not actually big enough to cover that fucking bald spot, man. I was like, that sucks an ass. The holes don't line up. Well, let's take a look to see how much these things are, we worth. So I want to put a piece of shit on something that might be worth some money, because this seems like a very solid instrument. So we looked on eBay, man. Yes, man, they're selling for about $400, and they're selling too, man. See that? That's the type of. I'm gonna show you closely, man. I'm gonna show you closely, man. I don't want you to get deceptively deceived, man. That's what it looks like, man. You see that? Do you see that? And it's got those little thumb wheels. This is certainly our little instrument here. Let's see if I can find a little better version, man. Here we go. Here. When you get in tight there, you see that thumb wheel? It's got like the little knurled edges on the side, man. I was like, dressed. You know what I'm saying? This is not anything like that, man. You know what I mean? I have to buy a whole bunch of pieces. So I looked on AliExpress, man, and I found a whole bunch of shit. But I think I can pretty much dumb down to look like this, man. I think I might be able to accomplish it. Not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure. I spent like about as much money on the bridge itself, and then I spent like maybe like $15 just to try to find, hardware screws, the knurled, slotted bullshit to make it look almost exact. That way I can sell it for $400 if things get real tight. Who knows with this economy when the next supper be coming, right? Supper's real scarce. So now we gotta wait till we get, the AliExpress gods on our way, man, because this just ain't gonna do, man. When we found out that we got a prodigy here, $400 prodigy on our hands. You know what I'm saying, man? Oh no. So let's wait, and when the AliExpress packages come in, we'll continue our journey together. All right, so the bridge came in record time. I ordered this shit on like the day before Memorial Day, like Sunday, and it was here on Tuesday afternoon. AliExpress USA. They use their own little carrier or whatever the fuck they do, man. This shit was like sand in the North Pole. This is beautiful, and it almost looks exactly like the one, you know what I'm saying, in the factory world, except for these screws, man, which we will replace. I already found ones on AliExpress that look great, and they're the same thread. Luckily, I got it real quick, you know, because I ordered ones that was the wrong thread, you know what I'm saying? Because I saw some information that was erroneous online about what the thread was, and then I asked all the AI, you know, bots, like, hey, man, is this right? They're like, yes, that is right. It is 2.5. It is 4. M4, motherfuckers. So you know, man. It's not M2.5. I bought all kinds of screws that are unreturnable because of that. But I'm not mad there, Noriega. Not even upset because one or two of them I was able to say, hey, cancel this order because it hadn't shipped yet because this came so quickly. So you win, you lose, man. This actually came with the set, and so did this. This I'll probably replace or modify. This would have been like, almost like, you know what I mean? God send perfect, you know? But I think I'm going to put a nice, even though the original was supposed to be plastic on this guy. If I'm going total factory craziness, I think I'm going to put a nice bone nut on there just for some gorgeous sustain. You know what I'm saying? So, let's talk about attaching it. Now, I was thinking about, there are two different ways that I could really attach this. There's the, you know what I mean, one step, or then there's the two-step, man. The two-step would involve dumping a whole bunch of boiling water in there, right? And then wait until it's a little soft. Maybe doing it twice even. And turning it flat on one of these flat counters. Getting a clamp in there on the edge here. Piece of wood glued behind that, you know what I mean, section in here. The big, you know what I'm saying, big piece of wood down there. And just let it set, you know what I'm saying, for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying, real flat. And then this thing will flatten out. And then we'll glue this guy on, you know, perfect, right? However, the unfortunate part is there's a serious, like, X-bracing in here. Let's see if I can get you in there first. Some exclusive look there, Noriega. Gonna look at my undercarriage a little bit. Can you see it? Can you see it? There's not too much, like, space. There's already wood there. Already wood all over the place, Warren. Not enough to, like, really, you know what I'm saying? And then make sure it's totally flat. And what if it's not flat? You know what I'm saying? Then we're fucked. So we're going to have to do the one step. We're going to have to wet this down real good. Maybe 2-3 soakings of big buckets of fucking boiling water, right? Dump it out. Come on, motherfucker. Try not to get this guy all wet. Maybe we'll put a little piece of plastic over that to protect it, right? And then, when it's all soft, we take glue. Right? We take the little screws and push them up through here. We have the little bridge affixing thing put over here. It's real soft, and we'll clamp this guy down. You don't want to finish this guy first. Why? Because you get all fucked up on the clamp. You know what I'm saying? All that beautiful lacquers you get all fucked up there, Charles. So it'll be real soft, and then we can lay it down flat and just let it set for a little while. A little while, William Warrington. And when it's ready, we'll unclamp it. We'll continue our time together. So I'm going to see when we're all clamped up, man. Actually, you know what? I'll show you myself dumping some water in here, man. The first dumping, we'll do it together there, Noriega. Ready, one? All right, so it's a nice windy day. We got this guy sort of propped up on 2 bricks, a pair of underpants. We got 2 boiling liters of water in this guy. We might only need that because there's not too much room for it to escape, and it's not really too far. We got to push it in. So we've already prepped the guitar. I want to show you our prep, man. You see this? Do you see that? We put a like piece of plastic over that label and taped it in place with packing tape. So what we're going to do right now, or as I say right in there, I'll get it up so you can see it. We're going to just pour water in there at this angle. Right? And then we're going to let it drain, drip, drop, dry, right, for about half an hour. So see that? It's all coming out there. Come on now, Sonny. Don't get all abrasive with me. There's been a lot of abuse to these guitars. Trying to help you getters out. Yeah. Ooh, come on there. Charles Fulbertson. Charles Fulbertson. Pour a little bit over the front. That's all soaked out, man. Now we put it down. All right, let's just get a drip drop drain out that hole. Right, half hour. See at that point. This nice breezy day, man. A breezy day will do some wondrous things for your health, Warren. Yeah, so it's been about 45 minutes. Thoroughly drenched. Let's see if we can get a little insider shot. See that? We've covered it up with some duct tape in the back there, so the glue doesn't run to the bottom of it, man. But it's thoroughly soaked. We have it, all lined out, so we, know exactly where we gotta go. Got the bridge. We're gonna apply copious amount of glue all around here, very carefully around here, because we're gonna want to clean this part out right before we clamp it. We're gonna use this to clamp it. We're not gonna go through it. Why? Because this guy has the through thing over here, right? For these holes, and these holes do not line up with those holes. So we're gonna drill our own holes. I believe they're 3/16. Be no problem, man. No problem whatsoever. So we're just gonna clamp this guy onto this using the big James, man. Big James over the table, not inside the guitar. Push it down, we're gonna push this down. It's still very wet, so this is the time we're gonna want to act. Do not wait very long if you try to do this. Even if you wait like, an hour after, you put it in too long, because the wood starts to dry and it's going to crack, man. You got to get it as soon as you bring it inside, man. So I'm trying to get this take done perfectly without having to retake it, because I don't have so much time, man. Not too much time. I see when Big Wendell's been fucking, hey, look, Wendell's fighting for the fucking access, man. I will take all of your bridges and I will crush them. Crush them very flat. That's what we want out of Big Wendell. It's Wilhelm, not Wendell. Windhelm, not Wendell. Windhelm, not Wendell. So that's what I mean. Right, that's what I'm talking about. Right to the fucking table. And it's flat. It even has a little curve in, which is good, man. Which is excellent. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take this tape off. We're clean all the spill out off. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not going anywhere now. Carefully. Then when we're all careful, we're going to pull this out. So any water trapped in there will evaporate. Right, I'll see you in a couple of dates. So we've had it clamped for about a week. We took this plastic protector off. Look at that label, man. Gem mint condition. So right now, remember we put a piece of duct tape in there underneath this. We're going to try to peel that duct tape off without unclamping it. Just because I want, this thing to totally dry. And I know it's been, a week, so it should pretty much be dry. But right in the center here, it's been sealed off from air, By taking that duct tape off, we'll be able to get all that extra dry and let it set another couple dates. Right? So let's do that right now. So we got it off, right? Now if you look, you'll see. See, it's still wet. Still wet, even after 7 days. 7 days, man. Still wet underneath there. So we're gonna let it dry another while, right? Right, Warren and William and Wilbur? All my W friends? W. We're not talking about W. We're talking about Noriega. Sit down, you gimp. So let's meet again in a little bit, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes. So we've been clamped for exactly 2 weeks now. All right, under pressure. People say you only need 48 hours clamping. So I'm thinking it's pretty much dry by now, but we're going to unclamp it. It's a beautiful day outside, 85 degrees, low humidity. Let's let it sit outside in the semi-shade for quite a spell. I'll see you there. Nice day in the semi-shade. All the birds out there fighting and fucking, you know what I'm saying? Let's let it just set. I'll see you back down the cellar. Ready? Alright, so we're back down here in the cellar. Had it outside for a good 8 hours. Brought it back down here. It's been down here for about 2-3 hours, 4 hours maybe. Cooling off. Nice and flat now. When we first brought it outside, there's a slight bow in from being clamped down. But wood just loves being outside. You know what I'm saying? It loves being outside in relative humidity. So just the natural humidity outside has straightened everything back to where it originally was. Right when it came back out of the Hohner factory, right? So we're in good business now, man. So what we got to do, we got to paint this fucking thing. Why aren't we going to drill the holes out first? Well, we don't want paint getting inside the guitar, right? We don't want anything all messed up. So we're going to actually put a little piece of tape in here too. We're going to run some steel wool over this, clean it off real nice. Tape it up. Make it look nice for the people. I'll see you back outside when we're about to get it all coated up with some lacquer. Ready? Yes, outside, taped up, ready to rock and roll. Just some tape in that little crevice there. Pretty good, man. What are we going to paint it with? Well, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't have to be great. Let's do 2 coats, about 15-20 minutes apart. I'll see you at that print. So that's 2 thick coats, right? It's not going to dry like smooth. It's going to dry like rosewood. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have that same texture. Let's let it sit out here, I don't know, about an hour or so. Till the sun goes down, right? And then I'll see you down in the basement tomorrow morning, bright and early. So looking good, man. Look at the sheen, too, in the gloss. See that? Glinter. So now before we unwrap it like a present, man, let's talk about these holier than thous. The correct hole, man, is a 3/16. Why? Because if we push this guy down real hard, it would be perfectly where we want it to be. Considering there's sort of like a little, you know what I'm saying, grace period around there, if you know what I want to mean. So we want these brad tips, man. 3/16. This is a pretty wide bout, like dreadnought kind of thing. So we're going to have to go out to Big Charles in the garage, man. I haven't seen Big Charles in a while. I'll see you out there. Let's go. I want to introduce you. And this, my friends, is Big Charles, man. Yes, Big Charles. He's professional, man. He's industrial. He works it underground, man. About a decade ago, I was dropping my daughter off first, second grade, something like that. As I'm walking back to my car, I see an old timer barely hobbling around with his older wife, you know what I mean? In their garage right by the school. Dumping all their equipment. Got this. Got this. Got that. You know what I mean? I got all kinds of stuff, man. More stuff than you could ever imagine, man. And I use it every once in a while. Just every once in a while, William Warren. But this guy's real, you know what I mean? Big. The guy that I have in the basement, he only, you know what I mean, has like a small clearance. So we can't get in there because this guy's got a big bout. Right? And he's got a big waist. So this is, you know, why we need the big guy. The big bout calls for a big bouter. And this guy got a light too, man. He's professional and he's industrial. I'll see you after we've carefully drawn out all these huecos, man. For all you gringos, that means holes, man. Alright, we got the whole damn problem worked out. We're all holier than thou now. What's next on the agenda, man? What are you talking about, gender, man? You getting a controversy here, bro? I just want to listen to my fucking live tapes and just enjoy my weekend. Look at that stuff, man. No controversy, man. Just clarity, bro. We want to clear them all up, man. We don't want that shit on there, man. I mean, the phone, it kind of looks like, you know what I'm saying, like the final picture looks like, hey, man, this thing's pretty good condition. It's got all kinds of scuffs all over the fucking place, like everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just made another one. Right? Let's get rid of this shit. I mean, there's a lot of it. There's a lot of it. Luckily, not too much on the face, man. The face is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a 50-year-old fucking prostitute that just keeps on taking care of herself. Hey, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about sometimes. This guy just scraped them off using a little bit of water and magic erase sponge, right? Sometimes we might even use a little bit of furniture polish. We'll see how it goes, right? Come along, neighbor. Let's watch Handyman Negri at work. Rest in peace. Yes. Yes. Alright. It's all gone. These are actual, like, real scratches in the finish. Man. Cracks even, man. Ooh, we don't want to talk about that. This is a real heavy fucking instrument, man. Very, very heavy. So we ran out of regular furniture polish halfway through. I found this in my wife's cabinet, man. It's natural, man. It kind of smells like this hippie chick I knew in high school, man. Kind of like it. Memory, oh Marie. Some of the areas that were a little bit, you know what I'm saying, a little bit matted out, man. We used a little bit of rubbing, and then polishing on it. Just to make it, you know what I'm saying, a little bit less. There was an area in here that was like real scuffed up, man. Now it's like return to sender. Right? Looking okay, man. So now, at this moment, we're going to tend to this shit, man. Let's take some mineral oil and a piece of steel wool and just go at this motherfucker. Let it seep. I'll see when we're all greased out, man. Greased out and greased up. Right, cousin? Yes. Especially over here where it was all steamed out, man. Looking good, man. Just regular old ShopRite mineral oil, man. Put minerals all over myself. Simple piece of steel William. Just go at those frets real vigorously, you know what I'm saying? Take a little tiny bit of material off. Most of it is scum. Some of it's corrosion. Some of it's fret wear. Not too much fret wear on this guy, man. Not too much fret wear. Fret's looking good. So let's let this seep in. 45 minutes. 45 moments. Minimum moments, right? Let's see if they're burnt. Yes. Hour's time, man, to really sopped up that Earl. Get your greasy head off my couch. That's like an angry Texan, Akeem, man. So we're going to wipe that off. And then we're going to first use some cleaner wax everywhere except for right on that rosewood. Right? Also, we're going to skip this guy for a little while because we just lacquered him yesterday. He's pretty nice anyway. You know, a couple days after, we'll put a little bit of paste wax on him, right? Paste wax we will use on this guy. But we'll do this first. That way, by the time that's dry, you know what I mean, we'll be able to use this, and this will have dried out a little bit more, too. I'll see you when that's complete. Oh, yeah. And I took a little bit of steel wool to the tuners, man. That looks great, man. Looks nice. Look at the fretboard, man. Look at the instrument now. You know what I'm saying? Still got some loose shit rattling around in there. So what I want to do first is I'm just going to rattle all the shit in the corner. Get a ball like masking tape or duct tape or just get it out. Right? And then when we're done with that, what do I do with this guy, man? What do you mean deal with him? Now here's the piece made out of plastic that came with the assembly for the bridge. Right? The whole fucking kit and caboodle, man. Now, this particular piece would work fine on the instrument, man. It would be absolutely fucking dynamite, man. Perfect. And this is the kind of piece that actually was on the instrument to begin with. However, this piece made out of bone, man. I got this off AliExpress, so this might be out of human bone. Oh, Cousin Wilbur. Cousin Wilbur was a very friendly man. Right? Let me just put Cousin Wilbur on there. Come on, cousin. In a glued fashion, man. You know what I'm saying? That would really, really affect our tone into a more cleaner, drier sort of sound, man. More like a McCartney sort of Martin feel, you know what I'm saying? Mother Nature, son. That kind of deal, man. You know what I'm talking about. That's what we want. Let's glue him down after we get all the little fucking shakes and shits out of here, man. I don't need no goddamn maraca, right? Charles. There it is. Mission accomplished, America. First, we took a rat tail file. We got a little bit of groove going. A little better, deeper grooves in those slots there. Then we filled them with some graphite to make sure it's extra smooth. Took off the truss rod cover. We don't want to glue the truss rod cover to the fucking instrument, do we? Right. So let's let it set. Here's all the rando shit we got out of the guitar body, man. With the tape, man. There's some masking tape there, Charles. Now it don't sound like no damn rattling around, you know what I'm saying? No more rattling around. Let's see when we're all dried out. Alright, so it's been about an hour and a half. We're not going to want to leave this clamp too long, because that Gorilla Wood glue is pretty strong. And someday somebody might want to replace this shit. If we keep a clamp for like 24 hours, it'll be like kind of hard to get off. We want to keep things good for the next generation. We'll hold off on putting this guy back on. You know why? We might have to adjust the truss rod once we get the strings on there. You know what I'm saying? We'll know once we put the first couple strings on. Then we'll put the truss rod on. Let's talk about this, man. What? I said, let's talk about this. Can't you hear me? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Can't you hear me? There's the stock saddle inside the stock bridge, man. Lock, stock, barrel, man. And there's the stock screws, too, man. We're all stocked out, man. Yeah, I'm totally stocked, man. Now, if we take a look at this old girl, man, it's got these little divots in it for intonation, man. Started in, like, I don't know, 8.7, man. Right? 8.6. Probably in, like, the late 80s. Maybe even in the 70s. This is a piece that I got from Washburn. I had a Washburn from, like, 1992, a D10M in Korea. And I actually had one like this on it. And this is before, like, there was all kinds of, like, you know what I'm saying, like, internet help, you know what I'm saying? I had to call Washburn and I'll say, hey, this piece is broken, man. My saddle's all jacked. And they sent me a whole bunch of different ones. This is amongst them. I've never used it. It's been like sitting there, but this is like an early, you know what I mean, Korean one. When Washburn first came alive from Korea. Before they did the divots, man. So it looks like that's the perfect fit, man. Because it is. Perfectly. Perfect, man. So let's talk turkey about these fucking things, man. That the Shores Heckle and Jekyll don't look like these, right? However, I got two examples that kind of do. This guy looks the best. Right? I'll show you an exemplar. Sometimes we say exemplar. Right? He's got that same size head and everything. But he's threaded only, you know what I mean, 75% of the way, man. This guy's got a fatter head, even though it's the same diameter. Just a lot bigger, but it goes all the way up. I wish I had like a... But chances are I'm not going to really need to go any further than this to say, like, yeah, I guess this is around 5.5 millimeters up. I mean, that's a large. I'm probably, just going to leave it at the bottom, to be honest with you. I'm not going to really jack up my action. I have no reason to. And these look exactly the part, man. See that head? Take a look at it again. I want you to see it. Here's the exemplar. Look at the size. Look at the look, man. See? It's the same old look, man. It's the same old size. It goes into the instrument, of course. So it looks like we have a match made in Helton. So let's assemble this. And I'll see you work at the guitar. 1, 2, 3. I like that. That looks genuine. Genuinely real. Really? So we talked about this. Let's talk about these. What? Let's talk about these. What? Let's talk about these. Let's talk about them. I want to know, man. I want to know what these holes are for, Mama. I want to know what these holes do. Now, this particular Hohner came with bridge pins that looked like this, man. They were black, no dot, right? Hard to find these days without spending a lot of money. When I say a lot of money, I mean over a couple dollars, right? However, with dot, I have a lot of them, man. Right? They have a dot. That's the difference. That's the difference. They have a dot, and these do not. This is like the Sneetches, man. So what we're going to do, we're going to file this down, because this dot, if you look real close, is actually inlay. So we're going to sand these guys. We're going to get 6 of them exactly. Right? Hell with it. Let's get 7, just in case one of them gets fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a benevolent guy, because I got a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then, after we get them all sanded down, we're going to paint them black. I see a bridge pin and I want to paint it black. I'll see you outside right before we do that, sucker. Right? Yeah, that's the way we do in Philadelphia. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away, man. That's the way it's done. This is actually still filled with coffee cakes, man. No, I'm just kidding, man. I would never sacrifice a cream-filled coffee cake. Trust me. It's just against my nature. So they're super smooth. Took a soft sanding block, a fine one, to them, and then we brushed them up with a piece of 1500 sandpaper and 3000 sandpaper. So they're nice and super smooth now. Right, we're going to hit them up right now with my friend Lacurbio. Lacurbio changed his name in Ellis Island. Now he's no Laka. Hey Laka, come here. You have to say it in that accent, though, or he won't listen to you. See that? He's got a ball inside of him. He's shaking the shit up. Shaking the shit up. We'll see you on the flip side, son. Tis sad what happened to Mr. Coffee Cake. The Tasty Cake legacy remains twofold. See you downstairs when we're all dried out. Some people say dried up. I'm not dried up, man. I've still got a couple tunes inside of me. And there they are, man. So with lacquer, you always should be slacker. I let it set for an entire week, right? Sunday to Sunday. So I guess it's a week and 1 day, 8 days. I'm going to take a little piece of steel wool. I'm just going to sort of get that shine off a little bit on each one of these guys. And I'll pick the best set of 6. I'll see if that burnt, my friends. They're all so nice. I like to pick the best 6, but I mean, they all look perfect. So there's nothing wrong with any of these, man. They look just as if there's never a dot. This guy's not even bad. He's the one I have to eliminate, you know what I mean? Nothing wrong with him, man. He's alright. I feel bad for him. So I have this set of strings here. You get these off AliExpress, depending on quantity, and it's like maybe $2, $3 for a set, maybe even $1 for a set, something like that. This is from a couple years ago. Now this is like extra light. Now when you get this sort of deal, it's like extra light, slightly lighter gauge. So I got an older set because I want to sort of, you know, a little bit meatier deal, man. We'll put on the, you know what I'm saying, this string, and this string. And then we'll see if we need to adjust this guy up right here. If not, we'll put on his cover. And I'll see you at the glamour shots. In 1. In 2. In 3. That is. I don't even know what to say, man. First impressions. Sounds like a great instrument. Looks great. It's got a real crisp bite to it. But I can feel it's got some neck problems, you know. Some of that might be, you know, the fact that we had this guy pushed down real low. And it eventually will pull up again and things will go back to hunky-dory land. Maybe not, you know. Maybe we'll have to do something else down the line to maintain it. But for now, it's got beautiful action. It's got a beautiful sound. Looks like one of Cosby's old sweaters, man. Like a dear and near forgotten piece of You know what I'm saying? Your rapist next door. I mean, that weird uncle that always ate a lot of pudding. I don't know what you're talking about, eating all that of pudding, but I did do some raping. The pudding was all about getting the money. Pudding for the Benjamins, right? Hey, man. Right? I can't even say anything else other than, right? Huh? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Just can't. But I can invite you to listen to it with me. Would you like to do that with me? Would you like to let me show you my Hohner in action? I can do that if you say you give me your consent. Then I'll say peace be with you. Look after yourself. Peace be with you. Look after yourself. Peace be with you. Look after yourself. From the Empire of Japan. This is like the last round of like inexpensive guitars. They're starting to get into like the quality stuff, the late 70s. You know, by the early 80s, Japanese shit was like sought after. In the 60s, it was like, you know what I'm saying? Just, so it's a nice little instrument. It's got some quirks though. It's obviously the neck's been sort of neglected. I think somebody took this off to replace it on another guitar because it was like carefully removed. All I really have to say, man, happy June. Coming into summer, things are getting muggy. They're getting sticky. They're getting dirty. So, you know what I mean? Show a little bit more patience with your fellow man if you can. I love you all, man. Peace be with you. Look out of any window, any morning, any evening, any day. Maybe the sun is shining, birds are singing, and the rain is falling from a heavy sky. What do you want me to do for you, to see you through? I love Studio Dead, man. Most heads will be like, I know the difference between art and artistry. Peace be with you. See you in July, man. Try to stay cool. Try to realize that everybody here, we're all trying to do the same thing, man. Peace be with you.